To the Great Big Card Swap. We are doing a video showcase today for November 2022. Our theme is Christmas, and so I have over 40 cards to share with you. 40 Christmas cards that are all kinds of amazing. You're going to be so inspired by the cards these swappers have to share with you. If you are watching for the first time, welcome to my channel. I hope that you'll subscribe and come back for more paper crafting videos. Let me tell you what the Great Big Card Swap is all about. I love this so much. We've been doing this for 1.5 years, and it's really kind of simple. You send in a card, I share them all, and then I send them back. And so everyone who sends a card gets one back. It's really that easy. All you have to do is send a stamp, a postage stamp inside your card, so that I can send it back to you, send a new card back to you. I do provide all the envelopes. It's easier for me to use envelopes that are all the same, so no need to include an envelope. You can use a post-it note or a loose paper to write a note to your swapping friend if you want, or you can leave it totally blank. It's up to you. You're welcome to put whatever you'd like on the back as far as your maker's marking, and you can use whatever products you'd like. Stampin' Up, not Stampin' Up, retired Stampin' Up. You can use anything you want. I try to mix them up and swap out like cards for like cards. So if you use Stampin' Up, you'll get Stampin' Up back. If you use not Stampin' Up, you'll get not Stampin' Up back. It's pretty straightforward. I'm so excited that you're joining me for today's live video showcase. I would love for you to leave comments during the live chat for all the cards that you see that you love so much. Please encourage your fellow stampers. I know many of them are sharing for the first time and feel a little nervous about sharing their artwork. So please make sure to be encouraging and leave friendly comments. You guys are always so good about that. And I know people feel so good sharing their artwork. But the best part, I think, of all of this is getting Happy Mail back in the mail. So if you're looking for some Happy Mail, it's time to send a card in for the Great Big Card Swap. You can send one every month. The theme for December is Thank You, and the theme for January is Kids. So kids' birthdays, any card that you think would be good to send to a kid, grandkid, big kid, kid at heart. I'm really excited about that theme, and I can't wait to see what you come up with. So December cards, send them now, and the theme is Thank You. And in January, you can send now. Please mark your envelope January. January's theme is Kids. Are you guys ready to see the cards tonight? I have over 40 cards to share with you that are all Christmas themed. This is the last video showcase for November. I do realize, though, that this second and fourth Tuesday is a little early in November, and so I realize that I will get cards probably late for November, and I just want to say, don't worry, I will still share your cards as soon as they come through, and I will still swap them out. So, and our first showcase in December will have some Christmas cards, I'm sure, left over from the November swap. So don't worry if you don't see your card tonight in the showcase and you've sent one in, don't worry. You'll still, your card, I'm sure it'll arrive soon and it'll still get swapped out. Speaking of which, I had a late arrival for our embossing theme. This one from Sharon Groves. You are uniquely and completely amazing. Oh, I love this card. And you know what? Speaking of Sharon, I got to give a little plug. Sharon sent me this amazing project, A Case for Julie. I shared this with you a couple months ago when it came in. And tomorrow night on Wednesday, November 22nd, is that what tomorrow is? Or 3rd? We're going to do a little Zoom video with Sharon, and she's going to tell us all about how she created this. We're going to go through and share all the little bits in the corners, and I'm so excited about that. So be sure to tune in tomorrow night on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time for a closer look at A Case for Julie with Sharon Groves. Sharon, thank you again for sending this amazing project. I'm really excited about that video tomorrow, and I hope that you'll tune in so you can see the inside and how amazing this project really is. All right, let's get back to our Christmas cards. I kind of have some loose themes going on here. The first one is homes. Camper is kind of a home away from home, isn't it? This one is from Barbara McHouston, and she used the Oh, the tree dies that were part of the celebration offering. So amazing. I have to read a little bit of her note. She says she lives in Western Kentucky near Kentucky Lake State Park, and nearby is her new campground called Glamping, where they have vintage campers like this one. And that is what inspired her. I love that so much. All these dies in that set are really, really fun. Little tree on the inside. Such a great card, Barbara. Thank you so much for sending it in and sharing it with us. Continuing on with the home theme, there's a couple gingerbread cards, and this first one is from Lana Alesna, and she used, I think this is the one that's in the catalog now. We've had a couple gingerbread. This one I'm pretty sure is the new one that's in the July through December mini catalog. I love all the little pieces and the little gingerbread stamps and the little lollipops. Do you guys decorate gingerbread houses for Christmas each year? It's so much fun. The kids always have a fun time decorating with candy, and they probably eat more than they decorate. But this reminded me so much of the houses that they make. Have a sweet Christmas, Lana. Thank you so much for this amazing card. Here's another gingerbread one, and this one is from the paper pumpkin kit, which is kind of what I was confusing this for, because I think this bundle was sort of inspired by that paper pumpkin kit with the gingerbread. This one is from Beth Barney, and she gave the date on the paper pumpkin there, 2020, so a couple of years ago. So much fun to emboss that on the dark cardstock. It looks like gingerbread with icing. I love the snowflake embossing folder and the die cut trees. So much fun. This reminds me of Hansel and Gretel and the little sweet gingerbread house in the middle of the forest. So much fun. Now I want gingerbread. Here's a cabin in the woods. Speaking of homes, this one is by Donna Wilson. And look at that fun fold. Isn't that cool? Oh my goodness. This kind of reminds me of the fun fold I'll be sharing this coming Sunday. I just filmed today with Mom for our Sunday stamping video using the, I think, what is it called? Frosted Flurry, Joyful Flurry. So be sure to tune in on Sunday for Sunday stamping, and I've got a fun fold card. This one is really cool with the cabin stamp, so that was in the catalog last year. I love the designer paper, the silver foil, and the little die cut trees and deer over. That's so amazing. You see these lines here, and that is just from the postal machine. Sometimes dark cardstock can, when it's rubbed in the machine, it can leave those marks there. So, so unfortunate, but that's kind of how it is when you send things through the mail. If you want to protect the inside of your card from that kind of machine created marks, you could put a piece of copy paper or vellum or something in there just to protect the inside of your card. So beautiful, and those markings sure do not detract from the beauty of this amazing card. Thank you so much, Donna, for sending that in, and I love fun folds like that, don't you guys? Here's a fun one from Ann Telecki, and she had a note in here. This was the Splendid Day Challenge. So she had some fun instructions that she was following. I love that. My favorite part is the Wink of Stella on the background of this evergreen 3D embossing folder. I love the die cut trees from the Splendid Day. That is a foil paper that's in the July through December mini catalog, and it's one that I don't think of very often for Christmas, but it really works here with the foils and die cut. I know, so beautiful, so amazing. We have some trees. That's our next little section of cards. The Trees for Sale stamp set. This is the one that coordinated with the those tree dies, tree lot dies, I think they were called. This one's by Diane Dawson, and she's using the Whimsical Woods embossing folder in the background with the stamped trees. Little puff paint there. Oh my gosh, I love all the details on this card, Diane. So beautiful. And the greens. Beautiful greens, shaded spruce, and then we've got some, I think, soft sea foam in the middle. Really beautiful. I love that so much. Nothing on the inside there. Great card, Diane. Thank you so much for sending that one in. That's a stamp set I need to play more with. I'm so sad that all these July through December mini catalog bundles and stamp sets are coming to an end. Holy smokestacks! Look at this one. This is from Kathy Triebenbach, and she used some acetate. This is the, oh gosh, Hydrangea Haven embossing, or acetate. It's so beautiful. It's silver on one side and then the purple on the inside. And you can do this with any acetate, having a little panel and then it's covered up on the inside so you don't see the adhesive. Same thing with the back there. Just really beautiful to make that the card base. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Such a beautiful card, Kathy. Thank you for the inspiration. Next up, a gorgeous plaid card from Jan Waters, and I love the die cut. We've got the ornate borders and the ornate label, which is just beautiful in all the detail. Kind of reminds me of the gingerbread. And then the detailed die cut tree, which is sort of like a negative. It cut out the inside of the tree so you can see the designer paper underneath. So beautiful. Merry Christmas also die cut there from some gold glimmer paper. Really, really beautiful, Jan. I should open it up and see what the inside looks like. Is there something inside? It's a mystery. Let's find out. Do you guys stamp the inside of your cards? I always love to stamp the inside. Oh, yeah, we have a sentiment. Wishing you merry days, a heart that's light, family and friends, a season bright. Such a great card, Jan. Thank you so much for sending that one in. Gotta get it back in the plastic. Next up, this card is from Sherry Werner, and she used the puff paint to create some snow on the trees and on the ground. Really beautiful. Some texture back here on the card front. That's really kind of fun with the silver dots. I love these colors too with the blue, a little corner punch. That's really fun. Happy holidays. Hello, fellow stamper. Wishing you a wonderful holiday. Oh, I love all that stamping on the inside too. Sherry, thank you so much for sending this in. Someone's going to be happy to get it. It reminds me of the blue on this card with this Kindest Gnomes bundle. Isn't this fun? Michelle Bunt sent in this one with the beautiful balmy blue ribbon. I love the stitched heart there and the storybook gnome designer paper in the background. Just so much fun. I love these gnomes. I'm warming up to them, and I'm especially excited because there is a new gnome set in the January through April catalog that coordinates with the same dies. So if you like the gnomes, hang on tight. There's going to be more coming. Oh, this Christmas Scotty is a favorite of mine from the January or July through December mini catalog, the one that's coming to a close. This card is from Debbie Bustle, and I love that she stamped the Scotty on the inside too. May your days be furry and bright. Oh, the black and white gingham is so fun here with the Scotty and the cherry cobbler cardstock. Merry Christmas on the stitched labels, and then some embossed snowflakes in the background there. This next section of cards is Christmas Cuties. I've got another Scotty card. I'll pull that one up here next. This one's from Nancy Ross. I love this label. I think it's from the snail mail bundle a couple catalogs ago, but there's our Christmas Scotty stamped and punched. And then the designer paper in the background is Merry Everything, the host designer paper pad from the July through December mini catalog. On the inside, may your days be furry and bright. So cute. Another furry friend over here. This is a new stamp set from the July through December catalog. Barb Apke sent this one. What a fun little fold. We've got the front cut off, and then this piece was just turned and moved that way. Some designer paper here. Nice coloring job too. Oh, I love the little fishbowl inside. Sweet Stockings designer paper, Peaceful Place designer paper. This is the Sweet Stockings. The Peaceful Place is on the front. I'm trying to remember if she said the name of that stamp set. I don't remember the name of that one in the mini catalog. Oh, let's look it up really quick. It's got another stamp with a dog that is just so cute. North Pole Mischief. That's right, page 37. Let's check it out really quick. Aww. I love this set. A little cat teasing the fish there with some mistletoe, and then the dog's trying to send the cat off to the North Pole. Isn't that cute? Do you guys have pets at home? Do you celebrate Christmas with them? I know you do. Leave a comment and let me know. Are you a cat person or a dog person? Let me know what kind of pets you have that help you stamp that you celebrate the holidays with. This next card is from Sue Campbell. What a cute one for kids. This would be perfect for our theme in January, maybe without the Christmas greeting. But I love this stamp set. So cute. The little girl with the sled. And I especially love the dog who's trying to catch snowflakes. Such a cute card, and so beautiful on the coloring, Sue. Great job on that one. I love the colors here too. Bermuda Bay with some real red, and then Old Olive, cinnamon cider, and crushed curry daffodil delight for the star. Here's a fun fold card. This one's from Leslie Kneisel, and you can just kind of fold that one out. We got all the different designer papers. This was a fun one from Celebration a couple years ago with the deer punch. That one's still in the annual catalog. You can find it there. Thinking of you at Christmas. I love the traditional colors here and the easy fold. I think I've made one like this, but I might have to try that again. It looks like just a 11-inch by 5.5-inch piece of cardstock with the folds and lots of designer paper to show off. So thank you, Leslie, for the inspiration. Next up is a card from Molly Burkett. She said, be very careful pulling this. And I have to tell you, I tested it and I had a hard time getting it back in. I'm going to try to be really, really gentle. This card was inspired by Vi Tran, who does amazing cards. And she always just has the most amazing mechanics. So these are dancing penguins, and let's see if we can make it work. Let's look at the inside first. We got our little snowman there. So we have a little pull tab, and when you pull that, when you pull, the little penguins dance and kind of shimmy back and forth. So here's the tricky part, is getting the penguins, getting the tab back in. Oh my gosh, isn't that just fun? I just want to keep going back and forth. I think definitely whenever you have like a little pull thing like this, you want to make sure your cardstock is really, really thick. Using the thick whisper or thick basic white cardstock is a good plan there. But oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to look up this tutorial because this is just so much fun. I love these dancing penguins. They remind me of my kids who always love to listen to Christmas music and dance along and play their little instruments and do a little Christmas concert. I'm trying not to mess it up, but oh my gosh, just the cutest, Molly. Thank you so much for sharing that fun fold. Definitely inspired me. And I like the little background too with the sponge color. I think you used a mask and a little blending brush for that. These penguins are adorable. They are in the mini catalog with the penguin punch, and I'm pretty sure that's probably going to be retiring. So make sure if you like those penguins, you snatch that up. Check out this fun fold from Linda Adams. I just was looking this up. I have a tutorial for this center step card. You can find it in the link right now under the resource section of the video description. So if you want to learn how to make this easy center step card, it's so much fun. I just love it. Little room on the inside, or you can add some extra decorating on the back like Linda did. This little bear is so cute and ready to have a very Merry Christmas. Wake me up for Christmas cookies. Most definitely. That is one of my favorite parts of the holiday. I love Christmas cookies. One of my favorite is cornflake wreaths. We always have that every year. Favorite, my dad always loved it, and now we all fight over it because it's just so yummy. Thank you, Linda, for sending in that cute card. Next up, we've got some poinsettias and foliage. That's sort of the next theme of this next grouping. Oh my gosh. Some of these are my favorites. I love them all. You guys, you have made some really amazing cards, but I just am a sucker for like Christmas foliage and poinsettias. And you guys really knocked it out of the park here. Ann Link made this one using the poinsettia dies from a couple years ago, or maybe just last year. Really beautiful with all the layers. I love the detail on that die cut and this designer paper. So beautiful. This one was in the annual catalog last year. The gold foil is superb and really just ties it all together. Just so beautiful, Anne. Thank you so much for sharing that. Here's another one with poinsettias. This one, this stamp set coordinates with this embossing folder, and both of those are in returning faves in the July through December mini catalog. I love the detailed die cuts, the Winka Stella, every little detail on here, including the embossed background with the wintry 3D embossing folders. This is such an awesome card. Anne, oh, no, Julie. I'm sorry. Anne was the last one. Oh, Julie Wilson made this card. Got so wrapped up in all my beautiful poinsettias. This one reminds me of it as well, with the beautiful embossing and the label in the middle. Just so beautiful. I love Christmas. I love Christmas. This card's from Belinda Bosch, and she's got this really fancy wrapper. I love that, how you can cover both the front and the back, but also be able to open up and see the inside. Check out the glitter on that center die cut for the poinsettia. Such beautiful details on this card, Belinda. Thank you so much for sending that one in. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Debbie Shapiro, you outdid yourself. This card is amazing. I love the gold embossed details on this Merry Melody embossing folder. And then we've got the die cut pine needles and pine cones with the gold foil. Oh, wow. Everything about this card is a wow, wow, wow. You truly outdid yourself, Belinda. Just beautiful. Next up, oh, this sweet and simple card. I love this designer paper. This is from Merry Everything. Cindy Bovitt made this one with a coastal cabana. It's such a refreshing color for Christmas. The gift of your friendship means so much, especially at Christmas. Oh, what a sweet greeting. I love this black glitter ribbon. I just found a roll in the basement as I was cleaning for our holiday guests, and it was so perfect, not only for Halloween, but also for Christmas, and really just any time of year, isn't it? Hi, Diane. I'm seeing you guys are logging in with everybody. So excited. I've got your cards at the very end, I think, close to the end. Such a great fun fold coming up. Cindy, awesome card. Look at this one. This is from Marilyn Edens, and this is kind of like that acetate card. Instead, we've got vellum for our card base, and I just love that it's sort of like oh, I don't know how to describe it. It just feels fancy, doesn't it? Like the whole card base is vellum, and I love then that it has these extra panels of layers. This is the Boughs of Holly stamp set. Really beautiful with the colors. Soft, succulent, evening evergreen, some real red and cherry cobbler. And then the gold bow just ties it all together so beautifully. Oh my goodness. You guys, I just want to sit and stamp all night. Marilyn, beautiful card. Thank you so much. Here's one from Cindy Peckett, and she sent an extra card for me. Cindy, thank you so much. I love this card. So beautiful with the wreath stamp. So we've got, this is the cottage wreaths stamp set, and then the designer paper. Love how you die cut the bow from designer paper, really to kind of mix it up. Just so much texture on this card. So rich and beautiful. And then the red rhinestone berries. The splattering is perfection. I need to work on that and master that a little bit. Love the stamped inside. May this be a Christmas to remember and cherish. Such a great card, Cindy. Thank you so much for sharing, and thank you so much for sending an extra for me. Here's one from Rosemary McDougall using the wintry embossing folder with the pine needles back there, and this gorgeous Boughs of Holly designer paper. And then we've got some die cut pine needles and pine cones. Oh my gosh, so festive. Love this border. The stitch detail on that is exquisite. Little stamping on the inside to tie it all together. Just beautiful. Oh my goodness. Here are two cards. I get to keep one. This is from Jill Burr. Oh, Burr. I hope I'm saying that right, Jill. Oh my gosh, I knew I should have practiced. I got to meet Jill in Indianapolis. She came over to visit with me and Mom and say hello. She hand delivered her great big card swap cards, including some for December too, and gave me an extra one. Thank you so much, Jill. It was such a pleasure to meet you and so fun. I just love meeting you guys in person and seeing your smiles and getting to have hugs, and it just means so much to see you in person. That's what stamping is all about, right? It's so hard sometimes when we have to be far apart, but I love that we can connect online, and I love it even more when we can see each other in person. I just think that's so much fun. This is such a great card. I've been seeing this, and I got to give it a try. I think my friend Robin Arbrecht, I think, had a video about this technique last year sometime, using 2 pieces of the designer paper and kind of butting them up and then trimming off the extra. I think that is so fun and such a great way to show off some coordinating patterns. So I'm going to have to give that a try. Thank you so much, Jill, for the inspiration and for the extra card. Speaking of extra cards, Mercy Ermikoff sent in 2 cards this month and said I get to choose one. I don't know if I can decide. Leave a comment and let me know this or that. Which of these color combinations do you prefer? And I just remembering, I actually met Mercy in person in Lansing at On Stage in 2019. And Mercy, I don't know if you were in Indianapolis. I didn't get a chance to see you. That would have been so fun. But thank you so much for sending this card and sending a bonus for me. I know it is really hard to decide. This one, we've got Pacific Point for the card base. This one is Granny Apple Green. Both of these are a little like easel card. Isn't that fun? I love that little ice skating pond there. So many great color combinations. I don't know which to pick. Mercy says she's got a tutorial on her YouTube channel, Mercy's Designs. You can check that out. She was inspired by creating with Colleen and used the Christmas Barn bundle to make that card. And the designer paper is Happy Everything, the host paper from the July through December mini catalog. Thanks again, Mercy, for sending an extra for me. That was so kind of you. Next up, some beautiful cards with a little bit more of a religious theme. This first one, wow, wow, wow. Tara Wolf sent in this one, and then it has a double card that opens up. Isn't this beautiful? Look at that embossing folder. I've never seen one like that. That's really, really beautiful. And this shaker card, we have the snowflake frame from the Snowman Magic bundle, and then some the stamped image, and then some shaker elements. This is just so beautiful. Peace at Christmas. Wishing you the hope and peace of Christ this season. Such an amazing card. I mean, just wow, Tara. I was opening these up and Claire saw it from across the room and she was like, oh, I need to see that. Oh my gosh, just so beautiful. I love it, love it. Here is this one actually, same stamp set. So this is the second stamp in that set. This card is from Sharon Groves using the Wintry embossing folder with the snowflakes, and then I love that peace on earth sentiment from a different stamp set. Really just simple and beautiful. I love navy and white for Christmas cards. Isn't that beautiful? Here's one, glitz, glitz, glitz. Gold. Oh my gosh, I'm just having, what did the 3 wise men bring? Like I'm having issues with words this week, I swear. Oh, what were the 3 gifts? It was gold and myrrh and I'm drawing a blank. Somebody help me out. Pam Hinkle sent in this card with the 3 wise men. I love the Rego colors. We've got cherry cobbler, Pacific Point, and then gorgeous grape embossed in gold on there. Just so beautiful. And then this little frame in the gold glitter paper. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. I'm looking, frankincense. Thank you, Susan. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. I was looking at Pam's note to see if it said it on there. It doesn't. Thank you guys. Frankincense, gold, and myrrh. Oh my goodness. I need some sleep. I think that's what I need. This card is just beautiful. I love it. Everything about it. Just so fancy. I love that Christmas is an opportunity to kind of be extra, right? A little extra with your cards, a little extra foil, a little extra glitter, like a little extra fancy. Just so much fun. Next up, we've got snowflakes. Oh, I love snowflakes for Christmas cards. This first card, so beautiful, from Jennifer Olson, and she's got some great stitch detail here. Oh, I just love everything about this card. So many little details, so much color. I like these die cut letters. And the glitter snowflakes. Oops, there's the postage stamp. Remember to include your postage stamp when you're sending your cards, just loose like that, little postage stamp, and then I use them to put postage on all of the envelopes. And so, oh, I have to tell you really quick, if you sent in a card for part 1 of the November showcase, I'm so sorry I haven't mailed your cards yet. I'm trying to get them out this week. It's just been extra crazy with On Stage and the $1 Million Party. And so November cards are coming. Also, Dee Chamberlain, I saw your email come through and I didn't get a chance to look it up and check. I did mail out all the October cards, and so I'm not sure why yours didn't come, although sometimes just cards get lost in the mail. So I'll make sure you're taken care of. I always do. You guys are amazing. I try really hard when we're sending out these cards to squeeze them and to weigh them and to make sure they have the proper postage so they get to you without any problems. So if you have a card that is extra thick or extra, you know, you think it's going to need extra postage, make sure that you're including the right amount of postage, because the stamp that you send is not necessarily the stamp to send a card to you. It's the stamp to send the card you sent me on to somebody else. So I mix and match the postage, so you might see a different stamp coming back to you than what you sent me, because it just goes in a big box and then we match everything up. Moving on, we've got Debbie Popish sent in this card. Oh, I love these colors. I don't normally think of evergreen with snowflakes, but this is really beautiful. We've got a great texture embossing folder in the background, and then the new Fitting Florets designer paper with evening evergreen and soft succulent is so beautiful for Christmas. Let It Snow comes from that joyful flurry, as well as the die cuts and wonderful snowflakes. That laser cut snowflakes that is going to be on sale, I think, with the last chance list. So beautiful. I love this. Some more non-traditional colors for snowflakes. Red is one that I don't normally think of. Anna Rebadou sent in this one. We've got some gold or red glitter in the background, and then the red festive foil paper. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. 2 ribbons here. The glitter white on top of the red. That's kind of a fun way to do that ribbon. I love all the details on this card. So fun. It's the most magical time of the year. I recognize that one from the Snowman Magic, and a great card. I love that. Here's maybe more traditional snowflake colors, Pacific Point, and then we've got, I think this is stamped. Oh yeah, I love all the different colors, like a baby wipe technique kind of. Katie Marshall sent in this one. This designer paper was one of my favorite from a couple years ago. May your seasons sparkle. And we've got the snowflake embossing folder in the background. Snowflake wishes. Such a sweet one. Here's another snowflake card. I love these big chunky embossed snowflakes on the background. A little belly band here. This one is from Susie Eater. And look at this. I forget what this is called. You guys have been sending in a couple of these. It's like a pop-out card, like gatefolds pop-out or something like that. Look at this, the die-cut tree, and this is on the designer paper, and I love how it looks like it is on the tree. Like, this is just a tree die cut from the paper, but it already has the gold sort of garland on there. It's so brilliant. And then we've got the lights aglow die that shows the gold foil underneath. All the details. See, Christmas is extra fancy. This is such a fun card to open. I guess you would write your message on the back because there's not really a place inside. Oh my gosh, just beautiful. This would be just a fun one to have on display. I love that. Thank you, Susie, for sending in this gorgeous card. Oh my gosh, I know someone's going to be so excited to get this in the mail. You guys always outdo yourselves. Every time I always say, oh my gosh, how in the world do you come up with things that are just so amazing? Next up, a card from Virginia Pender, and this is just gorgeous. I love the embossed script, and then it's hard to tell, but it's on Stampin' Dimensionals, and so then you have the glitter embossed ornament underneath with the punched or die cut shape, and then I love this little detail of the twine, just like a little like the ornament is hanging. I love that you added that. Oh, look at this. Some die cut deer in there. That is really so much fun. Thank you for including that. I'm going to pass it on to whoever gets your card, Virginia, so they have an opportunity to use those on their card. This is so much fun. Oh my gosh. Next up, love the traditional red and green here. This one's by Rose Spivey. We've got the die cut window using the seasonal label dies. I love that you can see that from the inside and the outside. So it says, "'Tis the season to wish you a Merry Christmas." Such a sweet card and such a great layout with the 2 different pattern papers and then the little strip that bridges them in the middle. I know you guys are so amazing. I just saw some of your comments about how you're so inspired. I always am too. You guys inspire me every single month with the amazing cards that you sent in. This one's from Kathy Bradley. She sent an extra for me. Thank you so much, Kathy. It is always so much fun to get your cards. in the mail. You always just do such a beautiful job with every little detail. I love the stripe background and how it coordinates with the same stripes of the candy canes, which I think are die cut from the designer paper. Such a great little banner here from Stylish Shapes, and then the garden green bow just ties it all together, pun intended. Well, here's a fun fold card from Kathy Hone, and I'm going to show you the post-it note in the back with some notes about measurements. Let me get this slid off here first. So she says, Lisa Curcio inspired this card, a book card. I've made one that was kind of like this recently. This is sort of like an easy version of it though, because instead of cutting into the cardstock, you have this piece that that is kind of attached and makes that pop up. Isn't that fun? Oh, I love that. I love that easy version of it. So there's the measurements again. I'll just pause there. This one created by Kathy Hone, inspired by Lisa Curcio. And you can screenshot that or pause and jot down those measurements. Really fun. Thank you so much, Kathy, for sending in this one. I always love to see what you guys are creating. You know, I'm so busy. I don't often have time to like look at other videos or even like go on Pinterest very often. And so you guys are what inspire me. When I see your projects, I am inspired to try new things and new folds. So thank you so much for sharing this one. I absolutely love it. So our last 4 cards I saved. I'm not going to say I saved the best for last because they're all amazing. But I love this set of cards because these ladies get together and stamp together on Facebook Messenger. And I think it is so much fun that they do that every month. So they choose a card and they make the same card using whatever supplies they have at home. So they all use different stamp sets, different designer paper. And so I love that the cards look so different, even though they are the same. They chose to make the gatefold box card that I shared a month or 2 ago. I have the link in the video description right now to the tutorial. So if you haven't seen it yet, be sure to check it out. It's really a fun card. Not as hard as it looks, although they all said they had some problems getting it to fit into a regular envelope. So this one might need a little extra big envelope, mostly because it's just so bulky. I think it's hard to fit into an envelope that just is big enough to fit. We'll start here. This one is Diane Gorski. I love the Sweet Stockings designer paper that she chose, the mother of pearl. Do you see that little... Oh my gosh, I love all the little flecks in there. And then, so this is the box, the gatefold box card. You open it up and it has like a little box. It's perfect for sending a little gift card or a whole a whole bunch of extra die cut pieces. What a fun surprise inside. I love that, Diane. Thank you for including those extras. Someone's going to be so excited to get this card, not only because it's just such a fun fold, but also because you put a little something extra in there. So here's Diane's card. Let's get this belly band back on and we'll check out the other cards. Again, I just love how they're so different, right? But the same. So next up, we've got the Christmas Whimsy designer paper. This one's Donna Johnson's. And she's got, oh, I love that foil on the inside. Hoping your Christmas shines bright with the love of family and friends. Do you guys remember this bundle and designer paper from last year? So beautiful. This is mint macaron with the white and then the glitter and the silver foil. Just so beautiful. Next up, we've got a card from Becca Fisher, and this is really fun with the polar bears. I love the layering here with the snowflake and the doily, and then the horizon designer paper. Beautiful kind of watercolor background. Actually, I think it's not Stampin' Up, but it reminds me of that horizon designer paper. Friends like you make this season special. Oh, that is so sweet. And I really do love those polar bears. Let's get that back on there. Oh, so fun. Oh, I like this combination of the very vanilla with white. That's not something that I usually mix a lot, but I'm starting to see that more and more. And I think it's just such a fun fun combination. Becca, thank you so much for your version. We've got one left of this gatefold box card, and this one is Carol Rossman, and she used the Loads of Love with the truck and the tree and some traditional red and green. Oh, so sweet. May your season be merry and bright. Love the little glitter paper on the inside. So no matter what kind of paper or stamps you have at home, I hope that you're inspired by the cards. Not only these four amazing ladies, but all of the cards that I shared tonight using Christmas stamps and Christmas designer paper. You guys truly outdid yourself. Make sure please to give this video a thumbs up if you were inspired by any of the cards that I shared tonight, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future card making videos. Tomorrow night on Wednesday, I have a very special video with Sharon Grove sharing her Case for Julie project. You're not going to want to miss that at 7 p.m. Central Time. On Thursday, it's Thanksgiving, of course. I will be pre-recording a video for you using some of the Fitting Florets collection and a few cards that are going to be in my November bonus project kit. So tune in for that after you're stuffed full of your Thanksgiving dinner. And if you're spending the time with family, I don't blame you. You can always watch the replay. Sunday stamping this Sunday is going to feature the Joyful Flurry bundle from the July through December catalog. So you're going to want to tune in at noon on Sunday for that as well. I have signups going on right now for my 12 days of Christmas gift box. Oh my goodness, you filled up my expectation and I have to order some more. So if you would like to reserve your 12 days of Christmas gift box, be sure to do that now at tinyurl.com/JulieGiftBox. 12 days of Christmas gift box includes 12 individually wrapped presents. They're all Stampin' Up products, full-size Stampin' Up products. And then I will have a video starting December 5th, one for each gift that I'll open each day and reveal. It's been so much fun. This is the third year I've done it. And if you sign up by Thanksgiving, then you'll get a bonus gift from me. So just a couple extra days to claim your bonus gift. Make sure you do that at tinyurl.com/JulieGiftBox. Those will be going out early next week. And so you don't want to be sad and miss out on that. Make sure to reserve your box. Happy Thanksgiving to all of my friends around the world who are watching. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Thank you for tuning in general. I love and appreciate all of you, and I'm so thankful that you are part of my stamping community. Have a great week and see you next time. Bye.